Well, here we are back in my room again. As you can see, the old lights are back on again. Just finished uploading a video about my little nerd miner project. That's still ticking away there, as you can see. But what I thought I'd do, I said I've still got my 3D printer on, but I'll switch it off in a minute. What I thought I'd do is give you a little bit of a demonstration on this little jobby. A little bit of a look around. Tell you what it's all about, what I mine with it, what I don't mine with it, how I set it up, and where I got it from. I'll plug it all in, get it all switched on. I've just put it on top of a bin at the moment so you can see it a bit easier than down in a cupboard. What I have done, I switched my fans around so when it is underneath the shelf, instead of the fans blowing, it's sucking and blowing out, I've got it so it's blowing the heat this way, so it keeps this rather small room quite warm. When it does boot up, it makes a bit of a noise till it settles down, but we'll show you all that in a minute. So that is the Bitmain Antminer S9. But mine is literally just running off one of the hash boards. You've got 3 hash boards in total. I'm just running off the one hash board, so it's not drawing so much power. So when I set this mining, basically lucky mining, a little bit like these, but on a bigger scale, so it does find a block, I'll get the whole block rather than a percentage. But I'll let you know. Show you in a bit. Let's switch this on. Once it's switching on, you'll see it'll rev up to quite a fast speed, the fans. They go to like 6,000 RPMs, the fans. Just so you can get a generic sort of sound of what they're like and what actually happens. It goes for a test regime. What I'll do, I'll show you this on the PC downstairs in a minute anyway. I just want to give you an idea of what the sound is like. What I normally do, I run it, so I've got like a control panel up here on my tablet, so it shows me what's going on. There you go, the fans are firing up. There's quite a bit of air coming out. And so when it finally collaborates itself, then it will quieten right down. So the normal way is to suck air in from the front and blow it out the back. But obviously when it's under the shelf, I want the hot air coming out into the room. So it makes a little bit more noise than normal. That's just a power supply I'm running it on. Got the 9-pin connectors, 6-pin connectors. So it takes 4 connectors, which is 3 on each hash board and 1 on the control board. This should quieten down a minute. When it does, I will switch off and I'll go downstairs and show you what's happening on the software. There you go. The quiet, so it comes right down now in the noise. Got the green flashing light here, showing that it's actually hashing away on a port, and I'll show you that now downstairs. Okay, back in a bit. This is just a test for the Bitmain Antminer. As you can see, there you see the actual video of the Antminer upstairs. This is the live kernel, the up log. This shows you it's checked all the ASICs, the temperatures, the wattage. And then that's what the Antminer is doing. At the moment it's 4.47 terahash. It's hashing to the Stratum nice hash. And I think if we went to, let me try and find a nice hash thing. Let's open up that one there. Go to nice hash. Go to mining. This is showing me now I've got one miner working on NiceHash. I reckon you should get like 23 pence a day, but that's before you take the electricity off, and that's coming through a 4.9 terahash. Okay, I don't know if you can see this or not, but hopefully you can. And you can hear the miner. It keeps the volume going up and down. If I show you why, go back here, go back to the Antminer. If you see here, there's the fan speeds. You've got the two fan speeds at the moment. 2,800 and 4,000. So that will come down. If I refresh that, now it's 1,800 and 2,800. So it does go up and down. This is showing the ASICs all working fine. And if I show you here, if you went to configuration, this is where you would input the stratum or the website address and your worker ID, like we've done with the little Antminers, or the little lucky miners I should say. These are 3 different pools that I kind of mine to. One I do for 8coin, which is on Minables, and one I also do on similar sort of thing but for Bitcoin Cash, and I like solo mine to Bitcoin Cash. Alright, I'll be back in a minute. Just checking this will work, or is working, before I go any further. Well, back again now. What I was noticing, the actual video from the Antminer itself was making a bit of a clicking noise on the audio. So I've turned that down a bit. Hopefully it won't affect it too much. What I'll try and do while we're here, I'll change what I'm actually mining for. We'll try and mine for my DigiByte, which is like solo mining for DigiByte, very similar to what we were doing earlier with the Lucky Miner for the Bitcoin block. We're going to try and do this with the actual DGB. I'll show you how we do it. So this is, you know, the IP address for the Antminer upstairs. So I've logged into the Antminer. This is all the system of the Antminer. You know, your administration, so forth and so forth. You upgrade it in there as well. But what I'm going to do is change the configuration. At the moment, like I say, it's mining on NiceHash. So I want to change the first port now to my DigiByte. So just leave that as it is. Delete this. And delete that. We'll copy this, which is the port and the stratum for DigiByte. Copy, paste. And this is my DigiByte wallet and worker address. So copy and paste. So what you'll notice, once I save this here, my Antminer upstairs will gain a lot more noise and it will refresh what it's doing. I'll just show you. So I'll save and exit. I don't know if you can see that save and exit. You hear this now is getting a lot more volume. It's doing what we've done first of all. If I show you on here, the status now is not mining to anything because it hasn't configured itself yet. We look back here in the logs. This is checking through the miner itself, making sure the voltages are all correct. It's checking for the voltages, also the hash boards, making sure they're all hashing properly. And when that's finished doing its configuration and pointing it to the other port, or pool I should say, that's when it will start mining. That's when hopefully it'll start mining to here. So what I'll do, so just go over Go back up here. Miner state is still not mining yet. System is still not set the system out yet. Once it's done the temperatures, what it does, or what I found, it checks the temperatures of the boards, and that will verify what speed the fans need to go at. So now it should be hashing upstairs now. You see down here it tells you the temperature of the chips, tells you the chip temperature of the actual control board itself. Go back up to the top now and look on status. So now it's hashing to digibyte. It's pushing out, like I say, 4.49 terahash. The fans, the first fan is at 18 and 2.8. So if I get this here, status, I refresh that, it should start to bring in a hash rate for us on digibyte. I don't know if I can copy that, copy, paste that in there. There you go. Last time I actually went on to this, it was 9 days ago. So that's that. Let's have a look back here. Yep, this takes a couple minutes for actually register on the site itself. Let's refresh there. Nothing showing yet. Back to the Antminer, make sure everything there's tilly boot. I hope you can see all this here. If not, I don't know how to show you. But like I say, these are all different individual ASICs. I think it's got 63 ASICs on each hash board. Like I say, I'm only running one hash board at the moment, just to keep the cost of the power down. That's that. Status. That's good. Go back over here. Digibyte. Refresh that. I'm not quite sure why it's not showing us anything yet. Last time it took about 2 or 3 minutes. I think that's right. DT. Let's check that's the right address. 2 on the end. Let's have a look. Bear with me. Bear with me. DGB. Yep. Copy that. Post that in there. That's going up my luck, so it must be there in a minute. I'll leave that run for 2 minutes and see how we get on. It's showing it's alive. That's the difficulty. But it hasn't started to do any hashing on the actual site yet. Right configuration. Solo pool. This is where. Yeah, solopool.org, that's right. Let's have a look there. Just check I'm doing it right. ASIC EU1 solopool.org. It says 404. Unless they've changed. So 8004, sorry. No, 8004. I think it's literally just a case of waiting. what I'll do, I'll come back when that's actually registering on the DigiByte site. Okay, I'll freeze that now. I'll come back when it's working, or when it's showing it's working. Well, there we go. It took about 2 or 3 minutes to actually show up on the site. So basically, this is the DigiByte site. Solo mining now for DigiByte. I think if you, I'm not quite sure now, I think if I find one block on DigiByte, give you 300 DigiByte, I believe. I'm not 100% sure because I haven't been there, like I say, for about 9 days it was. So yeah, it's been running over 2 minutes. This connection hash rate will build up over the next hour and it'll come to a bit of a stable, probably 4.5 terahash. It's showing I've got one total worker. The worker's name is Baza. Baza is the name we put behind here on the username. It's showing there now. It's getting work from the site itself. And that's it. I mean, what I normally do, because I think we've got like our electric is a little bit cheaper from, I believe, 1 o'clock at night or 12 o'clock at night till 7 in the morning. So I just run this at night time. So then it kind of becomes about even cost wise for what I make. But if I do find a coin or a block, then it's triples my sort of like a bit of a bonus, say. So that's it. That's the Antminer S9 from Bitmain. Just a bit of fun. Like I say, I got four units of eBay at a certain price, sorted through the hash boards and the control boards and the power supplies, sold off the bits and pieces I didn't need. So basically what I got for free, and it's given me the chance to play about and show you what I'm doing. So basically it's like a free Bitcoin miner or a crypto coin miner. I say it's all a bit of fun. There you go, back to the main screen. So that's the main Antminer screen, login screen. At the moment, like you can see, it's hashing away at 4.49 terahash. The fan speed's a lot quieter on this particular stratum. I find when I go on to the nice hash stratum, it seems to draw a bit more power. Alright, I'll probably go upstairs and show you a bit more in a minute. Thanks again for looking at that, and I'll speak to you in a bit. Quickly before I go back upstairs, like I say, just to show you now, it is going back up now to like the 4.1 terahash sort of speed. This has been going for about 4 minutes now. Gives you like a graph here, which is quite good to see. Excellent. This is just like a little website I started just so I can keep an eye on what I'm doing. I got my Warthog, my little nerd miners, which I showed you earlier upstairs. So if I'm out about on my phone, I just click on it and find out how things are going. I also do some Warthog mining via my GPU and CPU on my computer, the one I'm using here. Same scenario of an evening, I'll leave it running. I might show you how to do that next, or how I do that next. At the moment I'm mining Warthog through somebody else's stratum, Jellyfish FC, and for every Warthog you gain, they give you 1,000 jellyfish. So I think that's something I'm doing at the moment. I might show you a bit later as well. Okay, back upstairs. Like I say, the temperature on the Antminer at the moment is 57 degrees. The fans are nice and slow, so it's nice and quiet up there. But we'll go back upstairs and have a look now. Right, back in a bit. Back upstairs again, as you can tell. Just show you what the setup I had. I've got like my chair here, wooden box, tablet pointing at the Antminer. Using Droid Cam X. Quite good, all wireless, connects to downstairs. There's my miner ticking away. What I'll do, I'll put it back under the shelf Just gives out a little bit of heat. And that's that. So next project. So if you want to know anything, just ask. Obviously, I quite enjoy your communication. Next project, I'll be showing you how I mine on my computer, GPU and CPU. Thanks again for watching. See you again later.